Are you ready for drone deliveries? That's our Techstination. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us is Dan O'Toole, founder of a company called DroneDeck, DRONEDEK. Thanks for taking the time, Dan.
Thanks for inviting me, Fred. Really appreciate it.
Well, give us the overview of what DroneDeck does.
DroneDeck is the next generation mailbox. We're actually consolidating all delivery to one point, Fred. That would include autonomous unmanned driverless vehicle delivery, robotic delivery, aerial drone delivery, as well as conventional delivery. We're actually building the U.S. Postal Service mailbox to their specifications right into our DroneDeck as well.
So what you're building is actually like a smart mailbox. Just describe it for us.
It is. The mailbox hasn't been disrupted since March 9th of 1858. We've got smart cars, computers, smart homes, but the mailbox is yet to catch up. And, there's so much acceleration in the marketplace with, things going on like coronavirus, social distancing, people working remotely, the labor shortage. All these things are combining to put a big stress on the last mile logistics. So it's time that the mailbox catches up and is able to deliver all the relevant features and benefits that you would expect in any modern convenience.
Describe for us how this will operate, how it will be used. What are some of the use case scenarios, and from the user experience, what is this going to be like?
Sure. One of the main use cases as it starts to kick off would be B2B, say healthcare. Delivering lab samples, coronavirus test kits, things like that on maybe on a medical campus. The need for urgent responses, speeding up lab results, getting people out of emergency rooms, lowering costs while delivering a higher level of service. That's one use case. College campuses, military, and then just saturating and blanketing zip codes as a whole. A typical zip code is about 80% residential, 20% commercial, and just the Amazon economy. 91% of all items purchased today are 5 pounds or less, which makes them drone deliverable. Every day, there's over 100 million items bought online. When those items are conventionally delivered, they cost about $2 each. When those same items are delivered autonomously to a DroneDeck, that number drops to less than $1. So, just every 11 days, there's a $1 billion savings to the shipping economy. As far as features and benefits, every DroneDeck has a built-in charging station. The biggest impediment to drone delivery is battery life. So we're able to defeat that by creating a limitless range through our charging platform. We have an emergency light feature, 911 feature that we call it. So if you're at your home or business where you have your DroneDeck and you have an emergency, you hit the 911 icon on your DroneDeck app. It says police, fire, ambulance. You hit the fire department. It sends an automated dispatch to the fire department. At that same time, your DroneDeck starts strobing red and white lights. So when first responders get into your neighborhood, they immediately identify your house or your business. And we always believe time is life and life is time. So if we can get them there quicker and save lives, that's what we want to do. Notifications, we're able to archive your purchase, your transactional history. You can favorite items, have recurring purchases. If you want to return something, the return logistics market in the U.S. is a $1 trillion market. You want to return it, you hit the return icon on your DroneDeck app, populate your last 12 purchases. You select the item you want to send back. It notifies Amazon, dispatches UPS. You put the item in your DroneDeck, it gets picked up seamlessly, it goes back. You get a credit. You didn't have to find a receipt. You didn't have to print the shipping label, all those kind of things. Those are all the conveniences that we're thinking about here at DroneDeck.
For the consumer, is this going to be something that they would purchase on their own, or would a company like Amazon be subsidizing this? What do you envision, and how expensive might it be?
Thanks, Fred. You can never buy a DroneDeck, and that's for the very question you're asking. We know that the cost of a DroneDeck, if everybody had to purchase it, would be an impediment to adaptation. So the way we defeat that is we have a recurring subscription model, much like an Amazon Prime. a typical residential user will pay about $15 a month for their DroneDeck and the app. And that's how we plan to saturate zip codes, is by just having a really low price opportunity to get all the features and benefits of a DroneDeck. As far as Amazon or something, the future is yet to be written. I mean, there's a chance maybe Amazon acquires the company or something. Maybe if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free DroneDeck. I don't know what the future potentially holds, but there's all kinds of exciting notions out there that we banter around a lot, and we're always considering different kind of opportunities. But it is a recurring revenue model. We actually have 5 revenue streams, Fred. The subscription model, $15 a month. We have a charging revenue stream. Anytime a drone or an EV takes a charge from a DroneDeck, the user is actually paying that electric bill. So we're debiting, say in that case, say if Amazon were to charge their drone on your DroneDeck, Fred, we would be debiting Amazon, crediting you, and taking a small transactional fee in the process. We also have a platform access fee. Anytime a shipper or deliverer accesses your DroneDeck, they'll pay a small a la carte fee for that. And then we have a big data model. We're able to harvest all kinds of big data metrics through environmental location. So just in proximity and having great connectivity, we'll be able to harvest big data metrics such as weather patterns, traffic flows, proximity, email addresses, stream live video. And then if the user were to opt in through his user agreement, we offer a barter for that. We're not taking anybody's privacy, but we would give you access to the great features like a heated and cooled cargo area, the charging revenue opportunity, things like that. In exchange, we'll know what you buy, when you buy it, how often you get it, whom you get it from, what you pay, age, gender, ethnicity. Well, the highest targeted demographic information available. Walmart knows what they sell you. Amazon knows what they sell you, but nobody will know what everybody sells you like DroneDeck will. And that's a very highly targeted, highly valued data. So there could actually be a point in the future where your DroneDeck could actually be monetizing or fully subsidizing and actually be accretive or cash flow positive to the user through several associations and relationships that we're in the process of developing right now. The Helium network is a user base where you're able to harvest all kinds of different metrics and make available broadband, spread it through the Helium network. And there's a crypto play there, and we've actually partnered with Helium, and that is a revenue generating opportunity for the user. So there's a lot of cool opportunities out there. Just having the DroneDeck is step one, and then where that goes is the sky's the limit.
What about the infrastructure issue providing power to the DroneDeck? I mean, my mailbox is at the curb. There's no power where it is right now. How do you get around that? There's a lamppost on the other side of the driveway.
Right. We're always going to take the path of least resistance. So if there is a lamppost or something there, we would if applicable, we would tie into that. But we do view it as a cable or satellite installation where we plan on blanketing areas and going in with installation crews and really just rolling out zip codes all at the same time to make it very cost effective. But we do envision a 110 110 hardwire electrical feed, and in some cases a battery backup or a fully battery operated unit, depending on climate, location, things like that.
So when does this all start to happen?
We are starting pilot programs, which would be short duration testing this summer. We have production units landed and inbound to us from our manufacturing facilities in India currently. And then in 2023 and 2024, in 2024, actually, we start going revenue positive, and we start rolling out into zip codes in 2024 for wholesale use by the commercial and residential users.
What kind of competition do you have out there right now?
We'd love to say we don't have any competition. And the reason that we kid about that is we have a first position patent portfolio. We beat Amazon by 9 days on our initial patent. That issued in 2019. It was filed in 2014. Our second patent issued in 19. We have 2 additional patents that are going through examination right now. We also have cleared search hurdles for 2 PCTs, which extend our U.S. patents globally, and we're designating countries on that right now. In all, we have 111 patent claims that we've either filed for or have already been awarded. So we're a very robust platform, and we've got great transparency on our ability to be out there with reference to infringement and things like that. We're represented by major law firms, and we're not saying that we'll never have competition either legally or not, but we are in the first position. We're the branded leader out there, and we've got the IP to back it up, and we plan to aggressively dominate our first position and first to market stance that we have.
This would be used, I assume, for all deliveries, whether it's your mail or other packages as well, besides the robotic or autonomous deliveries?
Yeah, right now, every day, Fred, there's 1.7 million packages stolen in the U.S. every single day. That doesn't even touch on missed shipments, which is a significant number as well. So, there's a use case today for just conventional delivery to a secure location such as DroneDeck. So we are consolidating all delivery to one point. And, as I mentioned earlier, with the stress on the labor market, just an anecdotal story that we hear from UPS today in Fort Wayne, Indiana. UPS will deliver to 8,000 more locations than they did just a year and a half ago in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So if you extrapolate that across the country, across every carrier, you can see there's a huge demand on last mile logistics already. And then when you factor in social distancing, you factor in the labor crunch that we're all seeing, the only way you bridge that gap is through autonomy. So we know that this is our moment, and we're never going to go back. I mean, we have a spoiled consumer. People want things yesterday. They want them faster than ever, and they want them less expensive and fresher. Just all the different elements that the consumer and the market is demanding are things that DroneDeck is delivering. So we're really excited about that. In addition to that, Fred, we're a ESG play. Working to be carbon neutral by 2050, taking vehicles off the road, reducing greenhouse gases. Less miles driven, less accidents, less injuries, less deaths. Those are all things that are byproducts of what DroneDeck is doing.
And these boxes can be cooled or heated as well?
They are. They've got a heating and cooling element. And it's all app driven. When you place an order, we allow the vendor to do an electronic handshake with your order and determine where the settings should be on the DroneDeck. So if you're getting a pizza, obviously we're going to turn on the heating. If you're getting prescription drugs, we want to turn on the cooling, and those things happen, and you're notified when they arrive. Fresher, faster, and cheaper. That's DroneDeck.
For more info, where can people go?
Go to DroneDeck.com, DRONEDEK.com, or you can email me at dan@DroneDeck.com. I'm also available on my cell phone, 317-694-7520. Talk to everybody and celebrate the DroneDeck story.
Dan O'Toole, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks, Fred. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.